Now you are Deputy Director of the Oromia Leadership Academy. This Leadership Academy, I know, has been offering different trainings to different groups, including myself. I was trained by that academy. How many individuals have so far been trained by your academy, and what results did that bring?
So far, about 79,600 trainees have received training from Oromia Leadership Academy. And the focus of our Leadership Academy is primarily to produce Renaissance leaders. Renaissance leaders are fearless leaders. And fearless leaders are characterized by three important things. One is they have courage to do what is good for their citizen. Secondly, tenacity, which means unstoppable and pay any sacrifice to improve the livelihood of their citizen and beyond. Thirdly, high integrity individuals who die for their words, who perform what they do with diligence. So, Oromia Leadership Academy produces and expected to produce Renaissance leaders, leaders who demonstrate grace under any pressure, and having reflective mindsets, know themselves, collaborative mindsets, working with others, like what we say, Ethiopia is working as Ethiopia, has one, and we can also save the country and save the world. And again, they are action mindsets. Renaissance leaders are not only, they do not only talk, but also do. That's what we are currently observing.
We've got to talk about it. We've got to talk about it.
And again,
but before that, are you confident enough that those individuals you've trained are people of these qualities?
Thank you very much. Our orientation is to bring them to this level. But what is important is, since our destination is set at high level, meaning produce leaders who are influential at regional level, at federal level, and in the global stage. That is our destination. Keeping our destination at higher level, and we started offering training here. And what is important is leadership development is a daily process. And there is a law which called the law of process, which says that leadership development is a process and it is daily, not a day activity.
Okay, you don't create a leader within a night.
Yeah, within a night. Now we offer training that will be used as a starting point, and that is, we contribute 10% of the capacity at the training institute. And again, they are going to build their capacity at workplace, by and large. And then we are not declaring our victory here, saying that we have trained about 80,000, so we have done a lot. No. We have contributed an input for them, and we do research, see the gap, fill the gap, and gradually, and the loop is going to be filled, and we are going to, believe me, and we are going to build this type of leader, not without taking too much time.
Okay.
Because our citizens are demanding, and we offer training, and citizens also are asking the benefits to be delivered. And then in between these two, citizens create their own leaders, and the leaders create their own citizens. So by this, we are going to build a full-fledged and capable leaders, and which the science also tells that not only leadership, we have to build fellowship. Because those employees must create their own leader. And leaders must create their own employees, in which case one fills the gap of another, and ultimately we reach the intended targets. We do not reach there merely by giving training, but by setting an agenda that bring leaders and citizens, leaders and employees in the institutions, and again filling the gap by doing research and offering consultancy service.
How can you explain and express the leadership in the Geda system?
The leadership in the Geda system is the model of our modern leadership. How? Before coming or before assuming the leadership position, they are tested by practical activity at the workplace. Leaders, prospective leaders, are given assignment, and they execute that assignment and build on their performance until they reach and assume the leadership position. So they are physically prepared, mentally prepared, psychologically prepared, and knowledge-wise, and they are tested practically in the actual work. In the modern leadership as well, what is important is people must be trained before assuming a given position. When you plan to transform or upgrade an individual from a lower level to the higher level, he might be good at lower level, but for the higher level, and you have to give him or her training so that he or she is fit for the position. What we are looking from the Geda system is capable individuals who were trained practically and accept and get the acceptance of citizen come to the leadership position. Once they come to leadership position with having mass support and still capable, people follow their words. And people execute or implement what they tell them to do. That is a quality of leadership. Because the law of trust say that trust is the DNA of leadership.
Unless he's got trust from the society,
who do you lead?
Nothing.
No one follows you, and you are going to move alone. And if you move alone, you are not a leader. People must accept saying that he or she is my leader. Well, then your program will be implemented. That is what we are looking in the Geda system.
Thank you very much. The final question. The current leadership in Ethiopia, I mean, the new PM, Prime Minister Dr. Abiy Ahmed, now came to power some 2 months ago. And President Lama Magarsa was in power for some 2 years or so. Actually, both are new leaders. What is your comment on this leadership? What kind of leadership can we categorize these leadership individuals under? Now,
when we see the current leadership at federal level and at Oromia level, specifically, President Lama and Dr. Abiy, or our PM, they are building a heroic system.
What does that mean?
A heroic system means that the system which produce a lot of courageous leaders. The law of sacrifice says that leaders must be prepared to sacrifice themselves for the benefit of citizens. Now, the young people and the fellow leaders are following these top leaders who are leading them, who are preparing themselves to the extent of being sacrificed for the interest of citizens. And again, the law of connection in the leadership principle say that the true leader touch people's heart first before they ask for people's hand.
Do you mean that the tour of the Prime Minister in the region in across Ethiopia and neighboring countries is related to this?
The tour of PM and the tone at which our PM and our president is using is to create connection, heart to heart. So, regardless of the age group, regardless of religious and professional caliber, all individuals are saying, you are my true leader. That is what? Connected heart to heart. And they are not working alone. There is a law of circle. The law of circle say that these leaders are pulling those leaders who have similar inclination with them. The law of circle, the capability of those leaders is so high. Why? Because the people surround them and backing them, and the party supporting them, and citizens supporting them are the energy for those leaders. That is what the law of inner circle says. Always you have to circumscribe yourself with capable individuals, with committed individuals, who can give you energy than sap your energy. That is what we are seeing when in their leadership peak, most of the leaders, I can say, fulfill this criteria.
They're the real Renaissance leaders, that's what I mean.
Because since they are showing victory by struggling, and since they are working to the extent of sacrificing themselves, since they are working to the extent of creating great connection with citizens, regardless of political affiliation and age group and level of education. So the people around them are watching what they are doing and again contributing towards that. And at the bottom, there is leadership vacuum where no leadership is assigned. Next, demotivators. There is leader, whom the so-called leader, but no one is following him. Next, there are leaders who act as technician. One leader may motivate or may have impact on 5, then on managers, one leader may attract about 25, then leaders, one attract 50, then inspirers, one attract 150, and then amplifiers, a single leader can attract 20,500 individuals. So the more you create more amplified leaders around you, the more you transform the nation and the country. Not only the country, the world as well, by demonstrating grace under any pressure and solving the problem of your society.
Wow.
That is what we are sensing.
What a wonderful answer I've got. But anything else that I haven't raised and you think important that you may add, if there is?
Very important. The current transformation will be successful when all of us work hand in hand. We have to be aligned psychologically to change our region and our country, backing and supporting the current leadership. Another, we have to be aligned with contribution, that is contribution alignment. Each day, I have to contribute towards a big mission, realizing the benefit of our citizen. And thirdly, our human resource utilization must be aligned with their capacity and their competency. And we need to use the training opportunity which we offer as Leadership Academy, Oromia State University, and different universities offer. So building our knowledge, we contribute toward the same goal, having mentally and psychologically aligned to the big mission so that we are going to reach the destination that we expect.
Wow, wonderful. I hope you've got a lot, like I've got. And Deputy Director of the Oromia Leadership Academy, Kebede Geneti, told me a lot of things about leadership. I've really enjoyed it. Thank you for watching.